Hey, good evening. Dr. Lenny Izzo here. It is July 3rd. I'm broadcasting from my office in Huntington, New York. Centerpoint is the name of the office, and I wanted to make this video to introduce to you the 90-day life transformational program that I've coupled with a company called Unicity. I've been doing this for about 6 months now, getting tremendous results with it, and I wanted to just tell you why. The primary issues behind obesity and weight are really blood sugar issues. They're metabolic issues. That's one reason. We are in a state of affairs where we have lost our connection with the great principle of Mother Earth, the principle of balance and homeostasis. And the result of that, one of the results of that, is this epidemic in obesity that we see. Weight issues, obesity, metabolic dysfunction at a cellular level, at a level of what we call the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. And so because we are at such a crisis in our world, a healthcare crisis, and because the system that we consider to be a healthcare system, which is our disease care system, is not in tune with the principles of the nature of Great Mother, not in tune with nature, but is a system that is basically driven by a pharmaceutical, drug motivated program. You know, the purpose of medicine is to diagnose and then prescribe. It is not to bring people through a process of healing. It is good in getting people out of a crisis, but it is very ineffective on getting the crisis out of people. So the obesity issue is not going to be resolved by that system. It's going to be resolved by people who are what I call wellness warriors within themselves. Not a warrior, but a warrior. And it's going to be resolved by having the right ingredients to put together the right kind of program that will give people the right support for the right reason and get them on the right direction. Now, I'm just going to talk a few more minutes about what those ingredients are based on, my viewpoint and 35 years in practice. And please don't believe anything I say. Do your due diligence. If what I say resonates with you, then go to my website, get in touch with me. I'll talk with you. I'll help you out. I'm here. A big part of my mission is to assist people through the process of healing, transformation, and help them actualize their leadership in the world. So I'm looking for people who are looking for me. I'm not looking for people who want to get treated. I don't treat people. I help people through a process of healing, transformation, and actualizing their own leadership. And actualizing their own leadership really means discovering who they are. And who you are in your leadership appears the way it does. Whoever you are, whatever you have to do, the talents, the gifts that you have to bring into this world is about your leadership. So what does that have to do with obesity? Well, obesity is just a symptom of how far out of balance we are, how far we are disconnected from the soul. So in the 90-day program, Unicity provides the products, it provides the coaching relative to their dietary coaching, helping you with setting some goals, getting into the right exercise that fits for you. It's a very clear structure, and that's why I like it. It's a structure that you can tune into for 90 days. I complement it with my 35 years of clinical expertise to make sure that all your biological markers, from blood sugar to all the fractions of your blood lipids, to your inflammatory markers, to your aging markers, which is body fat percentage, blood pressure, strength. Those are biological markers to show how well you're aging or how well you're not aging. So I provide the clinical piece, but what I'm really passionate about, and what I also provide, is to really help you get to the core issue. that is around any weight issue. And the issue is the connection between the soma, the body, your soma is your body, and your soul. In my point of view, in my perspective, this is really what obesity and what our health issues are really about. We've lost the soul of healing. We've lost a connection with the soul of this world, the soul of Mother Earth, the soul of Father Sky. We've lost connection with the real foods that we were here to consume. We've lost connection with the real nourishment that comes from within. And that nourishment is our own sense of purpose and mission and value in the world. And so what's underlining all weight issues, whether it's seen or not, makes no difference. But what's underlining it is the issues of self-image, number one. Now, we are created in the image and likeness of a higher principle. We are created in the image and likeness of a supreme being. However you articulate that for yourself, or whatever your belief is, it makes no difference to me. Just realizing that we are part of this great archetypal pattern, and we are created in that image. And that image was not meant to create individuals that walk this planet with obese issues, with health issues, with issues that are derogatory to the state of natural being, just destructive. And we die so prematurely today, and our medical model has no clue how to change that around. It really doesn't. So weight issue, obesity issues, metabolic issues are really issues of breaking from that true self-image. And what comes along with that is poor self-esteem issues. We don't have that value in ourselves of who we really are. And we've gone so far off track that the results of that is what we see. So people don't eat right and don't even recognize they're eating right, or don't even want to recognize they're eating right because they're so deep into their own comfort zones. However, I'm talking to those who are aware that change needs to be made and wants to make that change. And once you are aware of that, the next step is education. You want the right tools to educate you so that you can implement those tools and follow a path of change, healing, and transformation. And that's what the 90-day program is about. It's got a structure that you can follow. The products are excellent products. You can go to my website and see the products. They are good products. They are very good products, and they work. It's really working the process that's important in weight loss. And when you bring in the value and the recognition of the soul, which means, how I do that is I say, okay, what do you want? What's your desire? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Let's look at those underlying issues. Let's look at some of the wound that comes with it. Let's look at the mindset behind the health issues of obesity and weight and inactivity, especially inactivity. Let's look at those issues. What is that about? Because life was meant to be lived full and free and passionate and in health and in abundance, vitality. So those are the issues, and everyone gets to them differently. But if you're going to do the 90-day program with me, we're going to look at the soul issues. Ask the question, who are you? Why are you here? What are you here to do? Why do you want to lose the weight? Once you lose the weight, what's the risk of you losing that weight? If you don't know the risk of you losing the weight, you're not going to really do it effectively. That risk is going to manage you. You're not going to manage that risk. That risk is always there too. So once you change, what does that mean? What would it mean in your life? What would have to change? Your relationships at home, your relationships with your partner, your spouse, your loved one, relationships with yourself, relationships with your world. Once you lose that weight, you're going to have to come out of hiding. And I don't say that with any kind of criticism or judgment. We all need to come out of hiding. First one to put my hand up. That's why I'm making this video, is to kind of get my message out of the cloaked state that I've kept it in for years. That's why I'm putting it out on the internet, so that it can be seen and then people can respond to it. It's a wonderful vehicle we have. So if you are interested in knowing more information about a good clinical program that really acknowledges, respects, and understands the process of the soul in a clinical setting that can help you lose weight, which is a blood sugar issue, it's a metabolic issue, and it's causing you to accelerate yourself in the aging process and direction much quicker than you need to. And the important message here is you can take control of it. Not through magic pills, not through a prescription, not through someone else telling you what to do, but through a process of self-discovery within a clinical setting that can give you the right tools to make sure you're going through a supervised, healthy program that will get you the victory. Unicity and myself, we offer a money-back guarantee. Unicity does, so that if you don't get the results you wanted and you follow the program, we guarantee you that you'll get your investment back, because that's how confident we are, and that's how confident I am in what I do. If you stay with me, you cannot fail at this. You can't. You stay with me. You do the work. It's not easy. It's a challenge. It will challenge you. It will be one of your greatest battles in your life. The victory of overcoming obesity or weight issues or cardiovascular disease or diabetes. You can do it. You can actually do it. And so many people have gone before to prove the way that it can be done. So I welcome you to join me. Go to lennyizzo.com. It's my website. Look at the categories. At the bottom of the page, there's one that's called Staying Fit and Trim. You can go on there. You can contact me. We can have a consultation. I'm here to really empower you, to open the way, to reduce those encumbrances, the restrictions that would prevent you from living the life that you came here to live. So on July 3rd, this eve before we celebrate July 4th, our day of the Union being free and claiming its freedom, I'm here to claim and declare that it is possible to be free from whatever restrictions that you find in your world relative to health. Believe me, it really is. There's always more you can do. There's always another step that can be taken. And if any are bound, none are free. So as you free yourself up from the challenges that face you relative to health, and you take your power back, you're in position to be a spokesperson, to extend your hand to the next person and say, hey, I did it, and you can do it also. So have a good July 4th. I look forward to connecting with you with the next video. This is Lenny Izzo from Centerpoint, Long Island, Centerpoint Integrated Health in Huntington, New York, saying goodbye for now. Talk to you soon.